Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Today we will be following the first day of the final stages for the APAC server. First bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening. And basically, if you want to get rewards, you have to watch through the portal. You can do that by following one of the links I've posted in the chat. Make sure that you are logged in and make sure that you have accepted cookies. If you are seeing a gray screen, then that means that you have not accepted cookies or you have an ad blocker running, and then of course it won't work. So basically, once the timer starts, that will be like well, by the time you hear this, probably ish, somewhere around there. At the whole of the hour, the timers will start, and then you need to watch the blue timer. As long as the blue timer goes up, you're all set, and you will be collecting the rewards on the portal. If that is not happening, then either refresh, try to clear cache, or make sure that you have accepted cookies again. And if that still doesn't work, just take screenshot as proof that you are actually watching the stream and then that it's the portal that is not working for you and it's not you. You have to keep the tab active, otherwise it's not going to work. I've got my, basically the portal stream on my iPad next to me so I can watch if the portal works for me. But that's only the EU portals and there's lots of factors that can make things go wrong, so yeah. Anyhow, we are going to go watch the final stages. This is the Blitz Diamond Cup for the APAC server. And in 3.5 minutes the matches will start. These are our 4 teams. You have YSL, ID, Reckom and Chart. Basically, we're going to start with Reckom versus YSL. And after that we have the upper bracket. And the timers on the portals will be active for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I will be make sure to stream like for the whole of the timers. The timers cut off automatically, so even if I were to want to stream longer to get you those final crates, that's not gonna work because literally the timers are part of the portal. I have no control over them. Once they stop, they stop. But yeah, I will be streaming for the whole of the timers, of course. So yeah, we are now below 3 minutes, so we can actually go into the room. I always just wait for a few more seconds before I actually do that. Gone. Both teams already completely there. YSL already completely ready as well. And Reckom is still deciding which tanks to take this time. We are going to start on New Bay. New Bay looks like this. You have basically 3 bases. 2 near-ish the park and 1 under the bridge. Right there. Basically, you have ramps, you have lots of crossfire lines possible. One of the things that I found on this map when watching tools is that there's this thing where if a tank is caught unaware, that immediately gives the team an advantage. That works on every map, but for some reason on this map it counts more because it's harder for people to relocate in a way where they can support one another quickly enough, that is. So that is something that I'm curious to see what will happen here. I'm used to Apex server being quite brawly. I am feeling very bad about not being able to cover this season before this, because honestly, every server deserves showing off, and Apex server is just really fun to watch, even if it's a little bit brawly. Like, the thing is with EU, it's very slow and tactical, usually, not always, of course. And then you have Apex brawly style, and it's just highly entertaining to watch. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. And now we just wait. In the meantime, hello everyone, of course. Again, just to repeat, if you want to get rewards, you have to watch through the portal and make sure that you are logged in and have accepted cookies, because otherwise they will not work for you. Thank you, Eric, for confirming that the sound works fine. Every once in a while, I have basically microphone issues and it sounds like I'm underwater. So getting that little bit of a check is always very helpful to me. So thank you for that. In the meantime, YSL is ready with 6 F3s and 1 AMX-54s, whereas Reckom is going 4 F3s. Basically, I've ranted about this in plenty of tool streams before, and I will rant about it again. I dislike the fact that basically the whole meta is very, very pay to win. There's not a single Tech 3 tank in these lineups, for instance. And again, to be clear, I'm not blaming any player for choosing a tank that works. I'm blaming Wargaming for balancing things the way that these are the meta tanks. 30 seconds left to go before we go into the first matchup. Just having a quick look on the portal because once the matches start, basically the timers go active, and I just want to make sure that things are working. There will be basically a pop-up happening once the timer starts, which is now. And the clock has also begun. My blue timer is working. That's the important part. And basically, it's just some free stuff. You can get a nice background. I think you can get the poodle, maybe another tank. I'm not actually sure. And you get some collectible items, and if you get all 12 collectible items, then you get a reaction pack, and that's, for me, the main thing that I want. Also, I finally got my mod to work so I can fly through buildings and the ground again and fly up very, very high. So that's gonna make spectating this a lot easier. Reckom heading towards the A-ish side. Sorry, Reckom is heading towards the C-ish side, and we have YSL heading towards the A-ish side. Mandalorian going into a more central position. Ooh, he's going to be joined by several F3s. Whereas YSL is just going up the ramp. They are checking to see if anyone is there and where everyone is. No one is capping a base just yet. DNL fired a blind shot there. That is to get rid of that wall so that he basically can see through it. Krim has been spotted. So has Fent. And now we are waiting to see what happens. The fact that no one's kept a base yet, even though basically Reckom has a very easy to cap base there. And now we have the world. The world is capping the base. That sounds so weird. Mandalorian and Silver heading up the ramp. They spot a trap. Mandalorian is spotted as well. They are shooting at one another. And Trap does take a hit. Base Cena also being capped, but YSL has the point advantage here. So far we have a very slow building game. Happy to see that. And we have Reckom holding the base. Like, we've seen matches earlier where people went here from the start and then they basically got murdered and encircled before that team could support them. Kin pushing forwards. I think he's going to spot Polychroma here. And that might cost him some HP there. He's immediately reacting. This is one of the things that I love so much about the tour scene. Everything is information. Information is acted on entirely immediately, basically. Let's see. Now they're just waiting. Kin is not looking forward to pushing their further, but he doesn't need to. Him being there is giving information, and that's all they need. In the meantime, we have DNL and Atomic at the back there. Not quite going for the base yet, but they might have to in order to get that advantage. At the same time, they do know that anyone that's sent into base B is also going to be stuck there. Oh, I'm so glad I got my mod working again. Because doing this, whee, is very helpful and not get stuck on the building. Polychroma rotating back. There's a lot of shots happening. Fent now losing a little bit of HP. Prim as well. Silver is getting shot at. Mutsu said it's such a unique lineup. And DNL capping the base is actually exactly what I meant. He is stuck there. He can't get out and he's going to lose his life for it. I think this was the move that Reckom was waiting for. Silver is being pushed as well. He's losing a whole lot of HP very, very quickly. But he is still alive. Mandalorian is being set upon by multiple guns as well. YSL making full use of the fact that most of Reckom's forces are elsewhere. Fent still alive, escaping. Trap losing a lot of HP very quickly as well. They want to take out Fent. That is what nitroglycerin is going for. He's waiting to reload that last shot, and he's shot a split second too soon. Fent goes down. Trap is also going down. Krim is not looking too healthy. They are focusing on Rome. This is the thing with the F3s though. When they work beautifully, but when they are on a reload, it takes a long time for them to be reloaded. The world is pulling back. At the back there we have Atomic versus Crim. My Lord RNG can't really do much right now. They're in micro battles and they're 2 guns down. Rome in the meantime is just heading for A to add insult to injury. The world now arriving, going to help my Lord RNG with nitrocrystalline. I don't know why that word is suddenly so hard to pronounce. But basically what's happening here is that with Rome capping base A, that means that the pressure is definitely on. And even if they were to slowly whittle them down, which is not likely to happen, Crim goes down. But they are 3 bases behind, and that means the points are going up very quickly. Nitro should go down here. And he does. And we have the world now pulling back. But the fact is, those 3 bases, Rome's move here, just basically secured their victory. 910 points. Atomic is still alive. Is still shooting shots. Rome is coming behind with a full clip. Knowing that it doesn't matter anymore at this stage. There we go. The timer rings. Atomic is still alive, but it doesn't matter. Reckom has the match based on points. To be fair, NA still sleeping is not an excuse. I actually set my alarm clock for 2 minutes before 4 AM to get the rewards on the portal. I'll watch the games back later because obviously I do want to watch the tools. But you can just do that. Also find it funny that Silver is using the old avatar. Whereas we see the rest, everyone using the new ones. They do look pretty though, the avatars. That's one of the things I would still love to have in the game, like my clan logo. It's fancy. It would suit my clan very well. Also, just want to give a quick shout out, like, it's our dog's birthday today. Joe is turned 7, and he's such a cute puppy. And don't tell me that a 7-year-old dog is not a puppy anymore. Every dog is a puppy. But yeah. Now, less than a minute left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7. And we see 13 F3s and 1 AMX 54. Oh my god, we have a 50B. We have less F3s now. And actually 1 tech treating. I'm laughing, but honestly, it's so bad though. Anyhow, 22 seconds left to go. The portal for me is still working fine. I hope yours is too. But more than that, I hope you enjoy the games. Because this is the thing, like, I know that most of the people watching do not give a rat's ass about the tool games. I do, because this is basically top level gameplay. This is what you get when 7 people work together, make tactics together, play together, communicate together, everything. You don't get that in randoms. Yes, I would love to have a pop-up thing right when I GG. But yeah, I know that most people are here for the rewards, and to be fair, I am getting them as well, so I can't really... I'm not completely innocent in this either. YSL splitting their forces a little bit, basically doing what Reckom did last game. Whereas Reckom is going entirely to the base A section. Of the map, that is. And this is the thing. Monk is being quite forward. They are being careful. They're not going up that ramp. Nitroglycerin, Rome taking the first hit here. But they may be up against 3, and that could be very tricky here. They are spawning people. They're actually not going for them, though. They're going up the ramp. This is a move that I don't quite understand. The focus fire from YSL is just not there. Mandalorian now being focused on. He's the one. Now the focus fire is there. There goes Mandalorian. The world is being set upon. And basically Kin is turning around, blocking Polychroma. Last shot. We have AMX versus AMX here. But one of those AMXs is reloading his clip, and that's going to take a while. Rome not looking too healthy either. Crap and the world go down both though. Whereas Rome is still alive, if barely, on a grand total of 14 HP. Now we have Prim having reloaded, needing to hit all those shots. He knows he's not going to survive this. Atomic goes down. Oh, he is surviving this. Well done. My Lord RNG basically being set upon by 3 tanks here. This is the focus fire that we needed. Prim driving through. Rome still has 14 HP. We have Nitrocrystalline not looking too healthy. They need to get Alkin. Fent is being basically impeded. He's trying to wait for his shots to reload. Whereas Silver is focusing on... Oh, he does shoot Nitrocrystalline in there, but then he goes down. But Fent is the last one left alive, and he bounces that shot. That is not going to go well. Still alive as well. And the game is full Reckom. Again. Ren just said, hooray, we have a singular unique tank, and he means the AMX-50B there. Well played here by Reckom. I still do not understand why SL move here, because they could have gone around the ramp and taken out 2 tanks. Instead, 2 of them pushed up the ramp, 1 pushed against the 2 on his own. And that just didn't work out well. Like, the focus from YSL was just not really there. One minute 17 seconds left to go before we go to the second map of this best of 7. We are heading on to Middelburg. This is of course another 3 base map. 1 map in the hill, 2 bases in the city. 1 map in the hill. I mean 1 base in the hill, of course. What we usually see is blind fire as they push into the hills, but of course with the lineups that we've got now, we might see some city action. We never know for sure. It is one of the oldest maps in the game. I do kind of miss old Middelburg. I still want more nostalgia map. I don't understand why we're not getting them, because that would be fun. But yeah, looking at the lineups, basically we are seeing another Tech Tree tank. We are seeing a Kranwagen. So we have an AMX-50B and a Kranwagen. And 12 F3s. 26 seconds left to go before we go into the third game. Let's see if YSL can actually get back up and push back against Reckom. And I think that this, basically the last game, you always have like games that one team wins and you have games that one team loses. I do feel that the last game was more a game that YSL lost rather than Reckom won. And of course, they, in the technical sense, they did win it. But I feel that they won because of the... Go away with the pop-up. Because of the lack of focus fire from YSL there. And that push up the ramp. So let's see what's going to happen here. We have YSL heading into the hills and we have Reckom heading into the city. Blind shots happening. Base B is being kept. Mandalorian is taking a position where he can spot people if they push into base C. Maybe. He gets spotted soda strap. They know that someone is there. C is now getting capped and he is going to get that for free, I think. Because with him being spotted, he's not going to actually try to decap that. He is going further into the hills rather than out of it, though. And Reckom is now hightailing it out of there. And they have to be... This is the thing. Everything to a tour player is information. So if they were to knock down these trees, that will give them information. That will give YSL information. Ooh, narrowly escaping that. And only Rome is staying down below. Now they knock down a tree though. So know that there's people moving up. Basically, anything that is publicly visible, like falling trees, has a risk of giving information. Now they're doing it on purpose. Missing the tree. And now Krim is reloading his clip. This is funny though, because the early information stuff is very valid, and for some reason they decided to make them think that there's a lot of people here. But with the way that the trees have fallen, you can generally tell which way a tank was driving, and they're like every direction now. Let's see. DNL is spotted, is getting shot at, but takes no damage. Mandalorian doing the Mets job. A is now being capped, and there's no one in town to decap that. Which means that soon YSL will have the point advantage, unless Reckom is going to go for base B. And now, Reckom did not use the fact that they have a gun advantage up here to their advantage. And that is something I find a bit tricky now, because we still have my Lord RNG there. They don't know how many from Reckom are actually in the hills, mind you. Ooh, that did not go in. He turned his head a little bit. He got a cheat. We're already at 700 points. And all they need to do is just stand in the base. They may not even get it. No, he did get the base. Now he just needs to pull back and keep it. The reset not counting there. DNL getting shot at a lot. Monk getting absolutely murdered. Rome, for some reason, taking a very interesting way into the base there. He needs to make sure that the base is not capped, and it is capped. Base B has been kept. Base C is being stolen. They need to get all the shots in. They need to get the guns out. In the meantime, YSL is pushing in the hills. They have all the bases now. They're basically doing what Reckom did last game. They need to get the bases, and they need to hold the bases. Fent goes down. Mandalorian goes down. We're at nearly 900 points. B has been taken. They need to get base A as well. DNL is going to get there to basically keep Monk from getting it. Kin goes down. 950 points. 920. He does not have the HP for this. That's the issue. And he can't really get out of there. He's in a very tricky position. 970 points. They need one more kill. Silver goes down. 995. 906. 990. Ooh, what a game, though. YSL taking it by the skin of their teeth with that one kill. Beautiful. Well played. And YSL takes home this game. By the skin of their teeth, honestly. See, this is what I mean with tools. You don't get this kind of stuff in random. It's not like this. In the meantime, 1 minute 17 seconds left to go before we go into the second game on Middelburg, the fourth game of this best of 7. We have YSL. Well, basically, we see one Kraanwagen. And a whole lot of F3s. Basically, the AMX 50B has been left behind now. And we see one Tech 3 tank, and it's the Kranwagen, which, to be fair, did win the game. So it could work. And it's fun to watch games like this, though. Like I said, every server is very different when you look at playstyle. Even though the lineups are generally the same, the way that it's played out is just very different. And the fact that basically Reckom managed to get that base on the hill, that was fantastic. But then just that little bit skin of the teeth, one kill made all the difference here and sealed it. 22 seconds left to go. This is always the part where I'm just like, let's just go. We're ready. But yeah. Also in randoms, I generally tend to go hill as well. Unless I drive a heavy, then I like to stay in the city and just cap bases. Because I do play Supremacy only. But one of the things you also have to remember with tours is that you have to keep in mind that what happens in tours works in tours, but not in randoms. Oh yeah, yeah. Not gonna get that thing. Especially not my APAC account. Let's see. I actually have quite some gold on my APAC account and I still don't know how. Because I don't really spend time here, I don't play on it. Might just be events and stuff. Maybe crate luck. YSL focusing on the city this time. With Trap heading forwards. Reckom is doing the same thing on the other side, but is capping with 2, so he's actually going to cap a little bit before YSL does. Only if a split second though. Trap losing a little bit of HP by Polychroma. And he is going full base C. He might actually get away with it. No, he is getting reset. The thing is that he doesn't have to do much here. All he needs to do, Polychroma that is just keep resetting him. And he's got enough shells for that to slowly eat away at him. Trap is sensing that more people are there. And he would be right. He just doesn't know it yet. Trap going again for the cap, going to try this again. Rome is now arriving. Mandalorian has been spotted. And we have slowly but surely the battlefield rotating back to the hills because now we also have YSL driving into the hills. Trap losing a little bit more HP, so does Mandalorian though, does not get another hit in. Rome taking a quite forwards position. Not yet spotting. Kin has been spotted though, so they know that there's more tanks now and likely to be more. Kin gets spotted. Rome missed by a mile. And now having a quick look there. Both teams have one base. Score is pretty much neck and neck. I'm not even sure if this is enough time for this to count as a win for Reckom. So they are going to want that base. They are looking to see... Oof, Nitroglycerin getting shot at. Kin taking a little bit of a hit. They know that there's someone where Fent is now. They don't know who is there, but they know that someone is. I'm going to go for the cap. He's probably going to get reset. Not every cap is meant to... Is he going to get away with this? No? Okay, there we go. He is actually reset. I thought for a moment that he would get it. Because it definitely seemed like it. The 113 FT was basically meta some time ago. Prim going off the trap. Now they are capping with 2. They might get away with it. Rome moving forwards. Making Kin pay for it. Monk and Mandalorian are chasing DNL. DNL losing more HP. And we now have Reckom with 2 bases, but in danger. Basically, they are going to go after Krim. Oh, that was an HE derp. But there goes Kin. Silver is still alive, holding, barely. Is not going to survive for much longer. They do have all 3 bases now. There goes Silver. The NL goes down. If they take out Trap, they've got it. Nitroglycerin focusing on just that. If he dies... There we go. They already hit 1k points, but the kill is just adding insult to injury again. The game is full Reckom. So that is the 4th game up and over. And Reckom is now up for match point. If they win the next game, then they are through to the upper bracket and YSL would be through to the lower bracket. Some of these games have been a lot more patient than what I've sometimes seen on APAC, so it's still quite brawly. They are good games though. Very close. And we are moving on to Alpenstadt. Alpenstadt looks like this. You have 3 bases. Basically, one in the middle of the town, one in one corner, and one in the other corner. They are not easy bases to cap because there's a lot of fire lines into them. You can't really cap them safely, so to speak. And that's why we also actually see other tanks this time. Even though it's still mostly F3 spam, we are actually seeing LTs making an appearance as well. We now have currently a record of 3 Tacti tanks. GG. So we have a Kranmagen, 4 Tacti tanks. Aw, I shouldn't be so sarcastic, sorry. I can't help it. This stuff brings out the worst in me. But we have 4 Tech 3 tanks and the rest is F3. But you will have to watch those little LTs because they are the ones that are just going to be running around the whole time. We sometimes see a Hori, but like in specific situations, I think that right now with the final stages, aside from the tanks that we are seeing now, I would be very surprised if we end up seeing other tanks. Because earlier you see the tactical stuff and everything and people play specific tactics. Right now they're playing their cards close to the chest. I keep getting the pop-ups. GG. And to be fair, the F3 does its job. The thing is that you can also make it very difficult for the other team to guess what you're going to do when you have an F3. Because the LTs, you know where they're going to go, you know where they're going to spot, and you know that they're going to be very careful about it. But with the F3s, you could have the single shot version, you could have the clipper version. Like, to be fair, most of them use the clipper version. The world getting shot at. Silver has been spotted. Now we have the Mandalorian. Ooh, fantastic, be careful. B and A both being kept. C is being left alone, but that might mean that Fent is just... Oh no, he's going the other way. Could just drive in there and cap it. Monk and Mandalorian pushing forwards. Reckom being very ballsy here. And I do think that Silver is going to go for the cap, because that is a reason why Rome and Nitroglycerin are so forwards. They can see if anyone is there. They are in a position to decap base B should they try it. And since they've not spotted anyone here, they know that base C is unprotected. Silver's not going to spot it driving into it either. And that's going to give... Oof, Krim losing a lot of HP very quickly there. Has to be careful, but they now have 2 bases. He's also getting shot by more Lord RNG. He's pretty much stuck. He can't go anywhere. He is the sacrificial lamb here. He's not even been able to fire a single shot. He is alive, but barely. Fent can just move in and take him out. I don't think Krim actually got a single shot in here. Base B. Ooh, Nitroglycerin is doing a very dangerous thing here. Getting tracked. pulls back, but he's lost a lot of HP for that. Base B stays theirs. Silver taking a hit in order to land one. And YSL is a little bit pincered here and there, but they are in... Oof, Silver losing more HP. Polychrome and moving in. Silver in danger. Being chased by Fent. They are going after my Lord RNG. They do take him out. Now we have Rome dropping down to go after DNL. They still have the two bases. We have to remember that. Polychroma and DNL both go down. Silver is not going to survive another shot. Oh no, Fent misses. Atomic goes down 890. Silver is still alive somehow. Is being chased. Can't really do much of anything. Is using a rock. Rome is there as well. Silver does go down. Rome is reloading that last shot. Oh, nice shot into Fent there. Fent has to be careful as well. And with Kin gone, even though Nitroglycerin dies as well, Reckom hit 1k points. And they have the game and the matchup and are through to the upper bracket. The thing is that you have to keep in mind that with games like this, the tanks that they drive are the tanks that they have to struggle against, so to speak. Like the F3 is the combination of the Clipper ability plus the armor that it's got, and everything combined that makes this the meta tank for this season. But then you have to keep in mind that if you, in randoms, these players will be absolutely OP in these tanks. But like a tank that will be utterly OP in their hands in randoms is not necessarily... Go away. Go away. All the pop. Look at this. So many. I'm not getting any of them. But yeah, what works for them in random is pretty much everything. But if you have a Hori against them, yes, it can pack a wallop, and in the right positions, in the right hands, it can be amazing. But at the same time, they also know very well how to handle all these tanks. And no, if you put the F3 in the hands of a random player, it's not going to be OP in any way, shape, or form. It's in these hands, in these team compositions. That's also why I always say that what works in tours does not necessarily work in randoms. We've had games where we have Leos camping on Normandy, and that works in tours, but you should never do it in randoms. Stuff like that. Anyhow, let's have a quick look to see when our next game starts. Are they? Oh yeah, I want to know. They are still going at it. YSL. I'm always afraid. Okay, they're just over half an hour, but we have the upper bracket, so just to make sure that should be the same. Yeah. Okay, in half an hour. That means I'm going to show you some replays because I can't play PC to save my life, so in order to be entertaining, I'm going to show you other people's games. Actually, I can show you one of mine as well. But I am going to start with this one. Rhinoceronte game. I absolutely love the Rhinoceronte. It's such a lovely tank. It's one of the tanks that I've got to rank 50 just because, like, there is no reason to rank up your tanks other than to have a shiny color next to your game that's only going to make you more focused. Because I don't have anything to grind. And to be clear, I don't want anything to grind. I like my games to be, like, not stock. No, don't spam the chat. Did he just greet himself? Or do they have two? Oh no, they have two grills. Nice. Yeah. Basically, Rhinoceronte is one of those auto reloaders. It's just a joy to play. The only thing that I tend to like mediums more or more heavium tanks because it just allows me to do more. Oh, hello there. That hurt. This is why you promo everything. Don't get in each other's way, guys. Be careful with that. To be fair, I actually really dislike the R3. Like, once it's got its auto reloader gun, I generally love auto reloaders, mind you. But I've just not been enjoying this because of the fact that it's basically, it lacks the gun depression that I want in a tank. Nice bounce there. Yeah, that Rhinoceronte is not going to... That tracking shot may have actually saved him. Ah, nice. Well done by the bees at 75. I can appreciate people that play together that like that and actually try to save their teammates. There will always be a tank that is just better than the rest, and I think that that is the problem with when it comes to meta, especially tool meta. Yes, skill did he know? There you go. Ooh, grill missed. Hey, look, it's Jennifer. Jennifer is one of those people that's just like, there are a lot of tanks that I'm not afraid to meet in the game because I know that it all depends on the driver. Yennefer is one of those players that I would be scared of regardless of what tank they drive. Like, even if they drive a tank that statistically sucks. I would still be afraid of them. They are both there. I would just keep the base at this stage, to be honest. To be fair, the TD spam was actually really funny. Because TDs are tricky things to make work, and you can only shoot in one direction, which is the way that you're looking. Oh, hello there. Bouncy bounce. Nice. Grill's still there as well. Oh, shot it just a split second too soon. You need the base. No, go, 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 go. You can shoot him. Not like that. Your gun depression did not let you. But you do need the base. He's actually gone back to go for base. Nice. Nice. Well done. That doesn't matter at this stage. You can easily outgun him now. Because you shot two. There we go. Beautiful. But yeah, when this tank works, it works so well. It's a 5k game. Nicely done. I haven't even calibrated this month yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bother. Oh, it's been a busy month. And this is gonna be a busy week. I also still need to make a video. Because this Saturday it's my birthday and I have a special giveaway that I need to make a video for. Oh yeah, I'm on. I was like, I can click that because EU server, but I'm actually like, I'm on APAC server now. But yeah, that was a lovely, lovely game. Oh my god. All the pop-ups. Why are you still here? They're not being taken away. I like this order though. I like the avatar and I like the crates. But honestly, this is my APAC account, so I don't spend any time here. The thing is, this, it looks like I've done a lot and doing pretty decent, but look at the badges. This is very badly, and then you look at this and you see why. Because this is basically what I do here. I stream tours. So yeah, let's see. I've got some other games to show you. Doo, doo, doo. Let's watch this one then. Also tomorrow I'm also going to show some replays. I don't know when or how many though. I am going to basically I cannot speak your language, sir, but I do have this for you. And hopefully that is making everything clear. But yeah, I am going to continue speaking English because quite frankly, I cannot speak Russian or Ukrainian. Aside from a few words that I've picked up from Legacy over time. Oh, you can't shoot him there. This is raiding camo. It's something I could also try to grind for at some point. But generally just I can't be asked. Oh, he missed actually. TVP did, I mean. Also one of the funniest things, like if you are streaming um tours, is that when you have a border tour, it looks like you have a lot of people watching and waiting for you. And then you suddenly don't because the time is activate and basically YouTube and the portal do not get along well together. There's a Death Star there. This is such a boss move. Because with the corpse of the TVP, well, even when he was still alive, that basically means that the Death Star cannot shoot you. And that is why we do that. Oh, he's dropped down. Nice. Now they are seeing him. He has to be careful of that juicy butt after the yes though, because he is still there. Yeah, there. There he is. He missed. Oh, so did the Death Star though. No, you can't shoot him. But yeah, anyway, for my birthday, I get to give away some October battle passes, so I'm really looking forward to that. But that's also, I'll always make people do something before they get a giveaway thing. So that is why I need to make a video, because I need to tell you what you need to do. Nice. Yes, oof, now he got spotted as well. That's not good. No, it's not okay, yeah. I always forget that other servers actually can talk when they're dead. So they need to be careful, because there's 4 people. And there's only 2 of them. Nice. And as long as he can play it like this, he should be fine. But he has to be very careful, because that is not going to survive for long, the AG. And the Death Star is just still there. But then none of them are in a position where he can actually shoot them. Yes. What he's trying to do is tell the Yege to pull back. Oh my god, nice! Another September birthday. Thank you, Wayne. That's so sweet of you. They are keeping the base, which is fine, honestly. That's fine. Now he got spotted. Oh, he missed! He missed! He has to be careful with the Minotauro, though. No, he's behind the hill. You can't shoot him. But it's the IS-4 that is in the... Yeah, he's not a potato, though. He's doing good. Nice. He didn't even get spotted for that, I think. He has to be careful. They're both there. Okay. There's a building there. Careful. The Minotauro is actually helping him here. There we go. No, all he needs to do is just get behind the Mino. He can even take the shot if he wants to. He doesn't have that much time, though. What do you mean, spin? All he needs to do is just get behind them. He's waiting to get unspotted. I would have done this sooner. To not get this. He should have this, mind you. But it is dangerous. Oof. Nice. I got another replay. Beautiful game here. Like, I've got more replays to show, mind you, but I can always use more for streams. Because even after the next matchup, I still have, like, by the time you hear this, I still have 1 hour, 20 minutes of time left to film. Beautiful. I do like this background as well. See, no, go away! I'm first going to show you this, and then if we still have time, I will do the other one. Otherwise, I will save that for after the next matchup. Let's see. In the meantime, I am forgetting to drink. It's so funny, like, I've been watching some Twitch. I love watching Phasmophobia streams because they're funny. And they have, like, these hydrate alerts there. And it reminds streamers to actually drink. And I'm just like, that would be fantastic. I should do that. I should stream to Twitch too, to be honest. But to be fair, with my overall inactivity on YouTube and everything, I don't really want to invest my time and energy in that. Ooh, cheeky shot. Barely aimed. Oh, hello there. That is a very YOLO panther. I had like such a good game in gravity in this tank. I did like 5k damage and then I didn't actually win and I was so pissed. Yeah, shoot him. Kapoof. That poor Burask. I can't believe, I can't believe you actually hit that. That is insane. Nice little bounce there. Is that Rome as in the Rome? No, I would just promo at this point, to be honest. This is why I carry so much promo, because I'd rather do less damage, but make sure that I do damage, than just bounce repeatedly. See. And poof. Can you shoot him from here? Yes, yes you can when he drives like that. This is where the damage over distance is so much less though. Yeah, I think he is going to go for the damage here. Let's see. But yeah, this tank, like all the Polish TDs, they have such potential. I don't drive them that much because I'm not really into TDs anymore. I used to drive TDs exclusively. Like, literally exclusively. He is pulling back. Nice. I would just push at this stage. I don't have... This is also the thing. I don't have the patience to drive TDs. Because I know that I should play more patiently than I am. That is painful. It's funny how he says don't bounce as if that's like their choice. Of course if they... There you go. Nice! Well done. Let's see. Yeah, I think we do have time for one more game. Beautiful ace. Lovely game here. Okay, the Kilana can definitely do pack a wallop. Oh, that background. I want that background so bad. I got the E50 M1. Go away! And I need to have them all. Let's see. This is the fresh one that I just gotten. I see your name there. I'm gonna have to screenshot that later and post it on. That's like the best fan mail you can get. Let's see. I do love this camo though, it's so nice. I need more certs of it. Nope. Denied. He is turning around to go and deal with it. The thing is, the STA is such a gorgeous tank, but as soon as you are the primary target, you are in danger. This was called a monster carry. Look at them, there are more tanks there. But he has friends too. Mini Rocky the Oracle is also a special name. Thing is, if they're all focused on that side. Oh my god, that this is evil. They are losing HP very quickly here. Come on, are you? Take him out. There you go. CDA. Seriously, this tank is so cracked. That if that shot had gone in though, that would have been amazing. Oh, team is being moving a bit jumpy there. Nice. Nicer. This is the thing though, the reload. He could potentially clip the MU1 in one go. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, if you win this though, you are in such a tricky position. Ah, he bounced. He bounced. That's one. Oh my god. That name though. Seriously, the bees that deserves a praise as well for holding as they did. Because the fact that they're winning this is insane. Beautiful. What a game. Thank you for sending that in. It's a very quick game as well. Look at the rating dice. It's well, GG. Thank you, series. I appreciate that. To be fair, I do miss YouTube. I miss making videos and I miss just randomly streaming. But basically, when health is not doing too well, this is the first thing that basically goes down the drain because I don't have to do this. It's not leaving me alone. Yeah, then basically just I stopped doing the content stuff. I do so much behind the scenes still though, like I'm very active in Discord and with the CT program and all of that. I just don't make content. But yeah, then I'm always happy when the tour season comes around because then I kind of feel forced, not forced because I love doing it, but more like you're forced to do it at certain times on certain days. So yeah, you make content automatically in air quotes. But yeah. In the meantime, if you are watching through the portal, by the time you hear this, you should have just over an hour gone, which I think means that you have watched for 4 crates then, I think. That's one of the things that irks me so much though. Like, you get the crates, and then they open automatically. Like, honestly, I dislike that. I like the idea just of opening the crates and just having fun with it. I don't like it being auto-opened like that. You miss the whole thrill of opening. Let's, in the meantime, have a quick look. Oh, ID. Lost that one. 4-2, though. So ID and YSL will fight for their place in the tournament, which means that we miss either of these teams tomorrow. and Reckom and Chart will both be there still tomorrow, but one of them will be in the grand finals. So we're just waiting for a room invite, which should be up like any second now. And then we can complain more about things that aren't working in the game. There we go. The thing is that I always I accept the invite and then immediately leave the room again to avoid any tanks being readied up yet. In the same time, when we have a meta like this, you basically just see F3 spam. I always wonder if it's worth it. I could just stay in there. Yeah, let's see, what else have we got? We got this bundle, which is... Well, at least it's got... This is one of the things, it's not a pet peeve. I did say we were going to complain more. One of the things I don't get is that they've basically made it so that a lot of tanks that you buy in the store now do not have equipment on it, so you actually have to grind credits in order to be able to equip the tank. It's just, no. To be fair, I'm not going to buy that tank. In any case, not on my APAC account, but even on my EU account, I would not for that price. And then we have this. I would be tempted, like on EU that is, I would be tempted in this because it has this tank that I still need. And where's the other one? Oh, that's actually the only one in here. But yeah, I would be somewhat tempted for that. Then we have this bundle. You can see that my account here is just very, very lacking. But this does not have any of the tanks that I still need on my main, that is. I would be tempted for this one because basically this is the other tank that I still need. Did I just kill the game? No, it didn't. Okay. Squished head tank. It does look so weird though. But yeah, I do still need that. And the tiger mouse. But I'm not going to pay 400 euros for a tank because basically if you want to get it through the, through here, it basically costs you like 400-500 euros. It's insane. I'm just like, absolutely not. But yeah, in the meantime, while we have been chatting, we are actually already at the point where we can go into the room and watch more F3s. We have a hurry. We may even have two of them. We are going to go to Desert Sands, which looks like this. You have 3 bases, all in a straight line in the middle of the map. Literally one in the central and one more, well, 2 more to the sides of the map. And it is an interesting map because what we see a lot of times is that basically no one cares about the capping, and we also just see desert action. And we have just brawls in the desert. Because the thing is that before we got the F3 spam, we had E50M spam. And they would just have one wolf pack versus another wolf pack. And it was very interesting to watch, but it was equally one-sided. At least those were tech 3 tanks though. But we see no less than 3 tech 3 tanks, and all of them are in Chart's team. Well, exactly, Ren. Ren just said they open automatically, meaning the crates from the stream. Where's my dopamine? My poor dopamine. Exactly that. Every time I log in, I see just one screen of what I've gotten, and then it's just like all opened already, and I see the results, and it's just like, why? I don't even get like the screen of the results. They're just like in your notifications. It's horrible. Yes, I can watch any replay. The only thing is that when I'm showing a replay from a different server, it means that I cannot click on your name in the team results and see your beautiful background with your stats. Because that doesn't work because you can't find your account on that server, so to speak. But I can watch replays from any server, that's no problem. So if you have a beautiful ace that you want me to show off, then be sure to send it, because I will need some time filling replays. I have a list though, so I'm not too worried, but always happy to show off good games. 36 seconds left to go before we go into the first game of this matchup that determines who is through to the grand finals. And Chart is ready with 2 1-1-3s, a Hori, and 4 F3s. Whereas on Reckom's side we see 7 F3s. This will never not be funny to me, honestly. And here we go into the countdown clock. And the first match. But I do like that you can open replays whichever server you are on. The icons look so funny though with the oh, how I can't think of the English word, honestly. Shovel machine things. Now we have Reckom focusing primarily on the city side. We have Coke moving into a camping position. Look at that! Short actually did get hit, but he bounced off his ass. Base C is being kept. Nitroglycerin takes a big hit. That's me that I now know where the Hori is at though. A is being taken as well. But this means that Reckom has the base advantage early on. Let's see. This is the thing, like, where I'm not sure if you can actually get shot from there. I used to. He is getting shot at. We heard that. One of the things I used to love is just angle my tank on this. And then just get some shots in there. Silver taking a big hit. Just Dolt is not without protection. Silver has to be careful now. Just Dolt not getting that shot in is going to hurt for this. B is being capped. They're actually not capping the base. They are going to go for Coke here. And WCNM is in danger. Has to push a bit forward, otherwise it's just going to get farmed at the back there. Basically, they have 2 tanks left behind. Silver is not looking too healthy. Nitroglycerin is being focused on here. But now they're all on the slow reload. WCNN. Coke is being tracked. This is the trick. This is what I meant with like the Hori being broken in randoms, but in a game like this, it can be a bit tricky. Polychroma pushing in. Silver gets taken out. Just Dolt is in. Ooh, actually gets to survive a little bit longer with him being shot from the train tracks. It is 5 versus 4. Monk is not long for this world. Gets taken out. Coke is still alive, if barely. He does not bounce that though. Big boy getting set on fire. The 113's using that DPM. But it is Biao that takes that kill there. And now we just have Crim and Mandalorian left. Versus 4. Just Dolt is still alive there though. Just staying alive for now. Biao is actually not. They're trying to help Mandalorian. And DDG is just waiting to reload that last shot. Then drives away. He should have this though. And there he goes. Flavius takes them out. We have Biao and Crim duking it out, and just Dolt is driving around at the back. Going for the base just to ensure victory here. Even though he doesn't really need to, because these two have way too much HP for this. And Crim has no chance to survive. And there he goes, and the first game is for Chart. Ooh, I would love that, Chew. Sorry for shortening your name like that. My stream's so bright? I don't know. I do play with high brightness, I think. But yeah, that is the first game up and over. And we have a lot of F3 still. The Hori is staying, looks like. Red is ranting in my DMs about the lack of dopamine from not being able to open the crates ourselves. And honestly, I agree. But yeah, let's see. We see 2 Horis this time. 4 F3s and a 113. Versus 6 F3s and an LT. Silver going back to old and trusted. Because the reason that I say that Silver is one of those people that if I ever meet them, I will be scared. But if I ever meet them in the light, I will be terrified. Because that is his poison. We've seen so many tool games where Silver was driving a light and being absolutely deadly in it. Let's see. Here we go. I always had a little bit of fear that I forgot to ready up somehow. Let's see. We have a train. Oh, nice blind shot into Polychroma. And another one into Big Boy. Silver is spotting the people. Silver in danger. Silver very much in danger. Silver very, very lucky. But is going to get chased down now. And losing more HP. That tracking shot saved him. And he is deciding that he does not want to be there anymore. And I can't blame him. Mandalorian Nitroglycerin taking damage here. WCNM moving into base C now, but base A is also being kept. Monk moving. No, actually, oh, he moved out of the base there. Going into the corner. That bounced. Or rather hit the ground. Now he's moving back into the base, probably. He kind of has to. But that means that Reckom has a point advantage. Mandalorian in danger, meeting 2 tanks on his own. Polychroma losing HP. And now Mandalorian is very alone. And basically, Chart can just farm him out here. Silver getting another shot in, but has to be careful. He does not have that much HP on his own. Big Boy. DDG goes down. There goes Big Boy. Just Dolt is being focused on here. Polychroma is hindered by the corpse right behind him. And this seems to be a very different game than last game. The Hori is doing an excellent job here. Biao goes down. Monk getting shot, taking the hit for Krim. HP wise, Chart has so much more HP here. They're just making everything one shot because they can. Coke moving in. The Hori is just being bullies here. Polychroma goes down, and now it's just silver. He does get the kill, and then has 78 HP left. And then gets taken out, and the game is for Chod. The thing is though, when you have tools, like, you can make any position work, and in this case, the Hories together worked really, really well. See, this is why I love tools. So yeah, that is the second game up and over. Chod now having a 2-0 lead. Naughty Badger and Eric are definitely each other's MREC buddies. I see, so basically one of them gets an MREC, and then they basically tag the other one on Discord with a video of it. This is so fun to watch. Yeah, we are moving to a different map though. Similar colors, different board, different play. We are moving on to Fort Despair. Fort Despair, basically 3 bases in pretty open areas. None of them are easy to cap. Those little ramps there on both sides can be used to both spot and shoot each other. And that makes for interesting gameplay. This is of course the map where the grill was pushed in the corner. That's no longer possible if I remember correctly. This is also the map where we sometimes see super heavies making an entrance, but of course not in this map. Usually this would be the map where you saw like 2 mice on either side, and now you just have, nope, not even a Type 5. We have Reckom sticking with the F3s, and then Chart sticking with 2 Hories and an F3, together with of course 4 F3s. And here we go. This is the thing though, like, with the whole meta thing, it's been a very long time since meta was more than 1 or 2 tanks. Like, usually you have a fast tank, and then you have the heavy that is the most OP. We had that with the Yoast, we had that with the Type 71s. We had that with, well, the F3s here. It's also been TD. We have 1 TD spam, which was the FT. We've had E50 spam. E50M, I should say. XTY moving into the middle. DDG. DDG got spotted for that. I think they are going to try and cap that base, which is very tricky at that angle, but considering they're doing it together, could work. They are waiting. Silver has been spotted though, so they know that there's people there, and considering where he's at, they probably know that there's more people there. And this means that Chard has a slight advantage over Reckom. Chard at the back there moving away. Mandalorian got spotted. But now so is Coke, so he is being very... Nice hit there by Flavius. Mandalorian pulling back. There's a car there, I never noticed that before. It's a dead car, but yeah. Monk losing a little bit of HP. They have to be careful not to get crossfire though. XTY moving away. Now we have basically DDG can't really move anywhere from there. Polychroma is pushing, but now Chard is arriving there as well. Mandalorian holding DDG, losing more HP. It's between a rock and a hard place. Nice hit into Polychroma there. And now we have... Ooh, just Dalton's going to go for the base, I think. No, he's going around the base. Base A is actually being kept. That is a ballsy move. Cream pushing through. Not having expected them to be there. Reckom is pushing in, but basically the focus fire is not quite there. They're shooting every single target except the same one. DDG gets taken out as well. Coke is gone as well. Biao trying to survive. And HP-wise, they're not all the healthiest. I'm not sure where he's going. He is now turning around. Polychroma has been taken out. X-Spy is dealing with nitroglycerin, but they're all like little micro battles here. Grim is hesitant to move in. Mandalorian gets taken out. Silver doing that little jiggle that made him bounce. Now we have Crim moving in as well. Taking out Flavius. The game will be for Reckom. Only 2 guns left. They're not looking all too healthy. But if they give this away, that would be terrible. There we go. 2 versus 4. Not impossible, but very improbable with them having 2 bases and just way too many tanks. And the healthiest one now pushing in. 980. If they get... well, never mind, they already have the kill. But then they still get the kill and they already have 1k points. Let's see. And the game is for Reckom. It is not all over yet. And for the thing is that, like, I'm not sure with the copying of strats and everything. Like, there are some things that you see on every server because it makes sense. The positions make sense in the tanks that they drive. So I'm not sure what you can call copying strats or not, to be honest. Will be. We have seen the NA finals already, so if they took inspiration from that, then kudos to them. 1 minute left to go before we go into... ooh, we have another tank arriving at the scene. We see 1 Hori, 1 VK90, and F3s. Oh, sorry, 2 Horis. And again, all the non-F3s are on chart side. But I am interested to see what the VK90 will do, because these games have honestly been quite brawly, so I am surprised to see Super Heavies actually making it to the scene, because yes, they can make all the difference. At the same time, we haven't really had any holding games, let's say. "20 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th game of this best of 7. No match point for any team just yet. And here we go. Oh, they're all using the same avatar now, if I saw that correctly. Let's see. We have Chart moving towards the base C section. I am so glad to be flying outside the map border again. And they're going to meet Reckom there. This could be very interesting. Look at them waiting there. That's a wolf pack wait. I don't think they realize that basically Char's main forces are there as well. And they are all just waiting. With Masty holding behind the rock there where we had the 3 tanks previous round. This is the thing. That blind shot into this bush where you see that mark now is information. They know that there's people there. They know. They always see that. They hear it. They see it. This is why if you want to play good, you need to... Nice little bounce there. If you want to play well, you need to have your sound on. Polychroma not getting the hits in. They do get the base. Shot losing HP. Crim losing HP. Lots of shot being fired, but little damage being done. Shot now being farmed slowly but surely. Monk moving in. Polychroma doing 17 damage. They know that he's going to go down. They need to push in to save him. Chart goes down. Monk is not looking too healthy either, though. Just Dolt is being farmed to death. Monk is still alive. They are wanting to go for him. DDG is actually trying to drive around Big Boy. The Hori arrives, taking out Monk. Nitrocrystalline going after Coke here. Chart basically miscalculated this. Shoot the tracks, Nitro. He's actually using that to have Big Boy also farm the Hori. He does take another hit for that though. It is 6 versus 4. The Hori is being bullied. Nitro missing that shot. Sorry, bouncing that shot. I'm having all the brain derps here. He is going to get another shot in, there you go. But Big Boy then murders him. And we have DDG and Flavius and Masty at the back there. Trim taking out DDG. Flavius basically being bullied by 5 people now. And he goes down. Mandalorian bouncing all the shots. He is reloading his second shot. Hoping to get enough distance between them. Is he going to... No! He does not! I think that was not really what he intended. Mandalorian is like... Polychroma in the end takes the kill. But that was, yeah, that was. And the game is for Reckom. Well done by Reckom here. Climbing back up. And making the score even Stevens. So we are moving on to Port Bay. Port Bay looks like this, yeah, 3 bases. This is the game where we had the Kilana replay on. And the Rhinoceronte replay as well, I believe. Yeah, 3 bases, 1 in the harbor, 1 in the city, and 1 in the hills. For tours, you can see action anywhere, to be fair. I always like playing base C myself when it comes to randoms days. And I'm curious if we're going to see B play, because that can happen in tours. But it is a tricky base to get, because usually it is well protected. $50 seconds left to go. Ooh, we now see Reckom taking 2 non-F3 tanks. We see an LT and an AMAX 50B. And on chart side we see a 113, 2 Horis and 4 F3s. The Seacom tend to have just 4 of them. Oh, I'm so glad that my mod works again, that I can fly through things and fly higher and just, first of all, see more of what I want to see rather than be stuck at red lines. yeah, that's what I forgot. Like before, you also had the T-22 spam. Like the tank had just been released just at the start of the season, and basically, I think it was Raid that had so many of them, and they did so well that season as well. Again, not blaming the players, but basically, tanks being released mid-tour season, not a good thing in my opinion. Same as rebalances. I'm really curious to see what the next update brings. Chart moving towards the A-ish area. With this chart and Flavius moving towards the C-ish area, whereas Silver is going as well. But we might have a harbor brawl on our hands here. We actually got spotted there though, but he's also spotting. He is using the rock to stay safe, but he is facing 3 people here. Shots being fired. BL is in danger, has to be careful, but nitroglycerin is not looking too good either. Mandalorian going straight on in. He's alone versus a lot of tanks. And we now have Chart moving in as they reload. But they might lose Bao before that. Nitroglycerin not looking too healthy though, goes down first. Mandalorian now being pushed on. Oh, Biao does go down, but Mandalorian does go down as well. Monk losing more HP. Now they have to be a bit careful because they are in positions where they can get farmed. Monk losing more. Yes, the 113 pushing in. He should have him on the next reload. And he does. Solid maneuverability there though. DDG. Focusing on Big Boy. Shooting the call there though. And now with XTY moving in. Silver takes out Flavius. There goes just Dolt. Not all the shots go in, and that could be very dangerous. It is 3v2. Silver being the preferred target for DDG. But Silver's not making himself to be an easy target. So basically, XTY is just saying attack Polychroma. He does still get a shot in, but that's going to be the end of him. But now we have Chart moving in. DDG now going in as he's got fully reloaded. He should have him. And he does. We have Silver basically playing Ring Around the Rosy with the little house over here. But he's the last one left alive. Oof, big hits. And another big hit. And all of a sudden he's got 74 HP left. They do have the base. Technically speaking, in a random, I would give this to him. Still. The lack of gun depression is doing his head in, but there he goes. And the game is for Chart. To be honest, I do not know if the poster is still in the game. I haven't checked, but it's still in the map trailer that I've got. And I think Reckom's only mistake here was just pushing into the corner too much, basically, allowing Chart to farm them as they went there. And now Chart is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they are through to the grand finals, and that would mean that Reckom is through to the lower bracket. They're not out yet. They can still make their way back to the grand finals. If that happens, that is. The 1 minute left to go. Jard is staying with 2 Horis, 4 F3s, and potentially a 1-1-3. Silver is sticking with the LT. We have Monk now in the Kranwagen. And let's see, we see 4 F3s and potentially an AMX 50B. It's another 1-1-3. Sorry, F3. But XTY did stick with the 1-1-3. But yeah, I should give the F3 more of a chance, to be honest. I should play it more. When it just got the auto reload gun and I got the gun on it and I was playing it, it just, the lack of gun depression absolutely did me in. I like guns that have a lot of gun depression. And let's see. And here we go. Chart is heading the other way. The rest of Chart heading towards the harbor and middle area. Whereas on Reckom's side, we have pretty much everyone going towards the seaside. Silver going for the quick cap, which is a good move, because that gives them the early advantage. And with them having no other tanks that are as fast as him, starting to cap and just waiting to spot someone is a good move. Silver moving to see if he can spot anyone. And Chart is content to wait. BL and Flavius have now been spotted. Silver's job here, by the way, is not to do damage, it's just to give information. Silver getting spotted and immediately getting hit for it. And they can guess where the Hori is at. But right now, Reckom has a growing point advantage because, basically, Charlotte still hasn't kept the base. DG went all the way to the corner there, but is very much alone. He is giving them a little bit of a target in Big Boy, who's now already unspotted again. And still no base has been kept. They now have a near 200 point advantage, which, to be fair, doesn't have to mean anything. But it's not going to be easy to get that back, because they would have to cap both bases or steal base C. C is well protected, B is well covered. Like, the thing is that nitroglycerin can decap most of that, and the little bit that he can't is covered by Crim. Well, close enough. Covered by Polychroma, probably. Yeah, by him. And Monk as well. So they're content to wait. They don't have to do anything. They did cap base A now, but they've basically nearly gotten 300 point disadvantage here. Silver not being careful enough, taking a big hit there. And Chard is slowly but surely... Biao losing a whole lot of HP. Chard is pushing, but they're pushing with 2 tanks. I think they're hoping to get base B. Bao is already realizing that that's not a good call. I'm losing a lot of HP for that choice, though. And so far, they may actually get away with capping. I don't know. Prim Bao is almost gone. He is going to be taken out, but they did get the base. Prim still alive. Pulling back. Bao is gone. They did get the base, though. Is it going to be enough? Mandalorian getting shot more. Also getting some nice bounces in, but he is in danger. He does get taken out. This could still go either way. Now I have Chart being pushed upon. Crim, almost gone, is not going to survive this. Crim and Chart both go down at the same time. Nitroglycerin needs to take out Flavius. He does do that. He is going to go down on the next reload himself. Monk not getting his shots in is going to be very costly here. Polychroma, not in the best of position, can get farmed from multiple directions. They need to take out Coke. And they do. 940 points. If they survive for long enough, then Reckom should have this game. They are stealing base B. 3v3. Monk is ignoring. Taking that kill is important. 990. Silver. Oh, big. That kill sealed it. And the game is for Reckom. Well played here. Playing all the bases right. But that almost went completely wrong. But Shard actually pushing into base B with the kill on Biao actually brought us here to even Stevens again. And we have a tiebreaker on Black Goldfield. Black Goldfield looks like this. 3 bases again, 1 in the middle, very open. 2 in the respective corner-ish areas, and they are less open, but still lots of lines of fire. Basically, what we see here usually is basically light tanks at base C to overlook places, tanks at base A to maybe cap it. Maybe we will see more than 1 light tank. Oh, we actually are seeing more than 1 light tank in the lineup. Because then you can send them every which way and they can be little wolf packies, basically. And it does really help, because when you can let tanks run around here, you can get that base advantage. You can get that information advantage, because usually on this map, people are holding a lot. And if they are then spotted, that can make a big difference in the shots that your team can get into them. Oh, Edda, you're right on the money there. 17 seconds left to go. We see Reckom ready with 2 LTs, a Kranwagen and 4 F3s, versus a 113, 2 Horis and 4 F3s. Equal amount of F3s. Very different tanks though. For the rest, that is. And here we go. Let's see. Basically, I'm very curious to see what Crim and Silver will be doing with those little tanks. And if this is going to be a brawl game or a supremacy game, we are likely... Yes, there we go. Did you hear the boink of the bounce? Polychroma actually taking a hit. Honestly, I love and I hate the whole being reloaded at the start. Basically, things go wrong so much with the blind shots. Silver being careful. Base A is being kept. See, this is what I meant though. This is what they can do, the little cheeky tanks. They're also going full base C. Grim has to run like hell now though. He doesn't know that yet, but he's gonna find out otherwise. Shard gets spotted. Base A is where most of Reckham's forces are though. Grim manages to get out of there alive. A is being stolen. Blind shot into the bush. Cheeky shot by Grim there. And so far, they hold the 2 bases. Polychroma is moving in. Nitroglycerin is moving forwards. which means he's gonna be stuck there. But it also means that base A can't just be kept. And now Silver going for triple bases here. I'm not sure if he's going to get away with that, but if they get that, they can let them have base A and it doesn't matter. Krim also moving in. Look at the little ones just run around though. Monk taking a bit of a hit and another one. Has to be careful. They do have to be careful not to bleed. Krim getting an important shot in there. Now if the Hori moving in. Nitro is being farmed from both sides. He's going to go down. There's nothing he can do about it. At most he can sell his skin expensively. Flavia is taking a lot of hits. Krim. The little light tanks are working together, but they're not quite getting the shots in. Base A has been stolen. XTY is there as well. Just Dot is focusing on Krim. Monk is arriving as well. He's ignoring it. He's going after XTY. Just Dot is not shooting anything for some reason. And he goes down. Big hits into Krim. Krim is almost gone. Krim has to be very careful. They're already at 900 points though. All they need to do is survive. If Big Boy goes down, Silver takes a hit. It is so close. 985. With that kill, Reckom is through to the grand finals. Mandalorian goes down as well, but those little light tanks, I told you. They're running around, they're capping all the bases, they're adding the pressure. Like, even if they weren't doing much damage, their spots and everything makes all the difference here. Such cheeky little plays there. Well done. Congratulations to Reckom for reaching the grand finals. That was fantastic. Just won't leave me alone. Let's see what we have happening on the other side of this. Are they still fighting as well? No, they are not. That means commiserations to Team ID for being knocked out of the top 4. But you are still, well, technically knocked out of the top 3. But you are still top 4. YSL, we're gonna go tomorrow. We're gonna start with YSL versus Chart, and whoever wins that has to face Reckom again. So those are the 2 games up and over for today. We still have about 20 minutes left of timer. By the time you hear this, it will be a little bit less. But yeah, I did say, like I said, I'm gonna stream for at least the amount of time that all the timers are active. So I'm going to show you some replays again. And we're going to show off Agassi. Agassi had this game in, I think it's gravitizing. So, but it's fine if the games are long. We have time to fill now. And basically, oh, we loaded in late. This camo is just so good though. I love this camo. I wish they would sell it more because, like, I have it, obviously. But I want everyone to have it. They already lost the tank though. The thing is that with gravitizing, I just hate the fact that you have so much... basically, if you shoot, your tank moves back. Ramming speed? Oh, that is just bully. Such a bully move. Ramming speed? Yeah, that's a clever thing. He missed! Oh my god, full on ramming speed. Ramming speed? That shot actually saved him. Oh, he got shot. And he got marked. That's dangerous. Bouncy, bouncy. But the marking doesn't actually do damage on its own. It's not the blood trail. Oof. This is so mean though. And then you just add another 200 damage to it. Hugging speed. There we go. He missed with the missile. Nice. I do feel for them though, because this is kind of mean. Ow, that hurt. And that hurt as well. Ramming speed. So mean. Ah, he died. Oh my god, the supernatural power too in the mouse. Oh my god. That's just evil. Honestly, like, when I watch tours on the different servers, like, there's always... Every server has different playing styles, and it just works differently, but they're all so much fun to watch. So whenever I watch... Oh, he's just gonna go straight for the ramming speed! That's such a bully move. Yeah, he's pretending now. That bounce actually helped him bounce the other shot as well. See, I don't have the patience to deal with the blood trail stuff. Oof, ammo rank as well. That poor, poor 60 TP. Let's see. No, he's gonna go for that one. Ramming speed! That wasn't a disappointing one, though. He's letting him think he's dead. No, never mind. Not quite. Ah. Oh my god, double shot? Really? Well, to be fair, there's only 2 people left, but still. I feel so bad for that 60 TP, though. He was really trying. Poof, poof. Ramming speed? Go hug. Hug. Played though. This, honestly, I hate graphitizing because of this. But when you enjoy it and you just like ramming things like that, it just works really well. And the harvest together is just glorious, honestly. Very nice. She's a 10. And it just won't leave me alone still. Nah, thank you, wasn't. That's so sweet. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I can actually show my own replay. Or I can show off. Ah, I know what I'm gonna show off. Because Helmi Musa is in the chat, and he definitely deserves showing off because he's just wonderful. Let's see. This is also one of those things that I used to play it a lot, and then I just stopped. I think that's about when the auto reload came. That's about the time that I stopped playing it. It's still good though, it's really good. Let's see. And then you always have to be careful to not show your face while you are still spotted. They're all moving into the corner, which stands to reason that there will be a TD behind there somewhere. It's like the only one that is difficult to shoot there. What's this gonna say? He's not reloading his clip yet, but now he is. He is getting shot at as well. Thing is, with me, I would just be capping the bases to add the pressure. He's avoiding the bases. But he is going up there to get some shots in. Oh, there he is. E4. Nope. You can't see him enough. Wouldn't risk it. Not worth it. No, okay, no you can't. Oh, never mind. I was just gonna say now you can, but maybe you shouldn't have. And another one? He's just stuck there. Honestly though, I did mean what I said before, like all the servers have their strengths and they're all just unique and fun to watch. Oof. Not so good. Oh, the puns. They are slowly but surely losing pretty much everyone. They need to kill the Vickers. Let's see, can he bring this back? Nice, help your Death Star. Nicely done. Making 3v4, but your VK is in danger. Thank you so much for everything, Mutsu. We are still missing 2 tanks though. Nope, denied. Run away! Is he AFK? Well, that's certainly helpful. That is your own fault, that one. I don't know where their light tank went though. Oh, there he is. Go, 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 go. Save your Death Star. Or kill the light. That is what you needed to do. This is a dangerous move. There we go, and now it's just 1 versus 1. I'm not sure what skill that tank has. I've not actually driven it. I've gotten it, but I have not driven it. I think it's funny, but at the same time, I don't think it's a tank that I could be very effective in, so I just don't touch it. Also, by the time you hear this, there are 7 minutes left, well, 6 minutes now, of basically the timer. Go, 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 go. Oh, by the skin of his teeth. He actually ran out of ammo, has to reload his clip. I like how the E3 is just not even trying to turn and shoot him. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't work, but still. Well played, though. Aside from the little not noticing the amount of shells you've got left, but yeah. But yeah, by the time you hear this, you have like 5-ish minutes left of the timer. And like I said, no matter how much I would love to extend that for you, because that used to be the case, the times would go until we ended the stream, which would mean that we would stream like a long time beyond what was necessary in order for people to get all the rewards. Oh, well done. But yeah, basically, just honestly, there's no point for me to drive to show beyond that, because honestly, it wouldn't work. Let's go and look at this then. A game in the budget. The other day on the internet, I actually heard someone in a video mention the video as well, as in the budget. Like, it's something from my generation, and I'm old. Only the OG internet people know budget. Mushroom. Yeah, that's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the day now. Also, if you started watching from the beginning, you should have all the rewards now. And this game will just be the icing on the cake, so to speak. Oh, hello there. He's just not even looking. That is okay. And shooting the ground. It's gonna cost him most of his HP, if not all. Oh, bless his heart. There goes Leo. Aw. He doesn't want to get shot. I've actually just like been playing so many meds. I don't pay TDs much attention anymore. Well, look, it's a Type 5. Type 5 is one of those things that it can be so brutal, but at the same time, because it's so slow, I find it so boring to play. Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, that's happened to me as well before. So I'm not blaming you. But I think that if I had to nitpick about any noob moment that you might have had, that would have been it. Same as this. This was just RNG though. Yeah, this is one of the things that you just pull out whatchamacallit, Primo immediately and just start shooting that. It helps to have some friends there with you, though, to distract. That chat really wants to push you for some reason. That is a bannable offense. Because he's not letting you move back. Not gonna lie, he is doing a good job. It's just not enough against Bremo. And he knows that he's the one penning him. What a bully battle. Thank you, Swartzen. I would just have to fill in a little bit more. But I think I'm not gonna start another replay because by the time you start seeing that, the times will already be over. But yeah, honestly, it's my pleasure. I love tours. I love showing them. I love showcasing the teams. I love showcasing the epic things that they can do. It's just so much fun. And again, it just will not leave me alone. Yeah, I'm going to go to my preview screen, do a little bit of music more, and then end it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with the lower bracket finals and then the grand finals. And of course, I hope to see you all then. I hope you have a lovely day for the rest of today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!